Hi survivors, it's me Purpose Ann reporting to you. You guys, I just woke up and got the news about the federal judge has blocked, two federal judges temporarily blocked the mandates. And this is really good news. Really extremely great news. One of the judges stated that, give me a second. It says that it poses a grave risk to civil liberties, which is absolutely correct. So I'm grateful that allegedly some of our judges in our judicial system can't be bought. And also, it shows also that some of our judges are not or aren't they don't agree with these mandates. So it states that the Biden administration was temporarily blocked from enforcing the mandates for millions of workers by federal judges in 2 states on Tuesday. The big picture, the orders by federal judges in Kentucky and Louisiana. Of course, these are Republican states. Come one day after a federal judge in Missouri halted the mandate, which has a January 4th deadline in 10 states. The preliminary injunction of U.S. District Judge Terry Doughty in Monroe, Louisiana, temporarily prevents the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services from enforcing its mandate for healthcare workers until legal challenges have concluded. The ruling in the case brought by Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry and joined by attorneys general in 13 other states applies in all states except for the 10 already affected by the Missouri order. Meanwhile, U.S. District Judge Gregory Van Tatenhove issued a similar ruling in Frankfort, Kentucky, which temporarily prevents the enforcement of a mandate clause in new government contracts. This ruling affects the states of Kentucky, Ohio, and Tennessee, which challenged the requirement in a lawsuit. What they're saying, Doughty wrote in Tuesday's opinion that the Biden administration does not have the authority to bypass Congress in this case. If the executive branch is allowed to usurp the power of the legislative branch to make laws, 2 of the 3 powers conferred by our Constitution would be in the same hands, he wrote. If human nature and history teach anything, it is that civil liberties face grave risks when governments proclaim indefinite states of emergency. During a pandemic such as this one, it is even more important to safeguard the separation of powers set forth in our Constitution to avoid erosion of our liberties, he added. What to watch? An appeal of Doughty's ruling would head to the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans, which affirmed a lower court decision to block President Biden's mandate for businesses with more than 100 workers. The Justice Department declined to comment. So this is very good news for so many people, so many healthcare workers who are just our heroes, and they're still our heroes, put their lives on the line during this pandemic. And now this year, this administration comes out with all these mandates that affect their livelihoods. So I'm happy to know and happy to see the judges rule in favor of the people and of the Constitution. And I don't know what you guys are doing. I know that I've written letters to local officials. I pray hard. We all need to take some type of responsibility and do something against allegedly. I'm not going to say that word. these things that are going up against us and our families and our civil liberties. You know, we just can't sit back or complain about it and, come to YouTube and watch the videos of what's going on. We need to be proactive. This is very, very serious of what's going on, y'all. And if something is not done about it, it's going to make our lives even harder. Going to make our children's lives even much more harder, and their children as well. This is very serious of what's going on. I'm proud to see the Republican states stand against it and fight. These leaders are fighting. They are really, really fighting. And we see a lot of it, especially that governor in Florida. He's not with it. We know in Texas that our governor, he's not with it. So, this is this is some good news in these very, very trying times. I would like for you guys to leave me a comment. Tell me how you feel about it, or if you've even heard about it. And hopefully more judges will go against these mandates, because basically what it does is hurt the American people. Not only does it hurt the American people, but it hurts the economy. And it affects so many. It's like a trickle down effect, however they say that, trickle down effect. It hurts their livelihood, it hurts the families, it hurts the children, and then we have all this hyperinflation. So you're saying that it's okay for people to be fired from their jobs and to go without having work, and how are they supposed to take care of themselves and their families? And then a lot of these people went to schools to study for years, to work in these industries and these professions. So then they're stripped of being able to do something that they basically worked hard and studied long to be able to do, and then they have to go and do something else that they might not even want to do, y'all. It's just, and then that causes mental issues as well. These people know exactly what they're doing, exactly, and it's to me, it's insane. It's insane. These people are put in office to look out for the American people and for our country. It's as if they're doing the opposite, allegedly. This is how I feel. This is just my perspective. I'm not saying it's factual, but you guys know exactly what I'm saying. So, yeah, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment as to what y'all think and how do y'all feel. Do y'all think that more judges are going to be opposed of these mandates? But we have to be more proactive and do things, y'all, because these other countries, they raising hell. They're not playing. They're not playing with their powers to be. They letting it be known we are not with what y'all are doing to us, and we're not going to just sit up here and take it. We're just not going to stand for it. I'd like to encourage you guys to follow me on my other platforms. The links will be in the description. I've had several strikes and warnings against me on this particular one, on this particular channel. So that's why I encourage you guys, every video that I make, if you like to continue to follow my content, please follow me. I'm on BitChute, Patreon, on Twitter as well. I have another backup YouTube channel. I have survivalism classes every Tuesday on Patreon. I get to speak more like what I really feel on Patreon as well. There are also some things to keep you warm this winter on my website. Some land in Texas. Also, for those who are here, well, not here because I'm not in Texas right now, but are in Texas and you're looking for land. And y'all, let's continue to keep praying and fasting and staying healthy. We know we're living in this pandemic era. I hope you guys are working out every day or eating healthy, practicing intermittent fasting, eating more fruits and vegetables and not fried foods and processed foods if you can. I hope that you're continuing to prep with the things that you need. Start in your gardens, which is very important. I don't like to, since I've heard that this organization that administer these to people, they're also um, in the organizations and which is over our food supply. So when I saw that and I heard that, I was like, so anyway, you guys, make sure you just go on your gardens and be careful of the foods that you also are purchasing in the stores. Watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, boil your water before you use it if you don't have ways to purifying it, and keep surviving. SandyHammer.com.